Okay, hi guys. We are doing what you need to know today for. Well, I'm gonna just try to make these timeless, but obviously, if you watch me every week, you may feel like these are more weekly to you, but they're going to be meant to be timeless. That's why I don't put week of this and week of that because I want it to be for people at any point or any time when they find it. Okay? Okay. So that being said, today I'm going to do it a little bit differently and I'm just going to go Aries through Pisces. I know I normally do through the elements, but today I was like, let's just start with the birthday babes. Or is it over now? Is it Taurus season now? Did we just enter Taurus? I'm not sure. I know Taurus is coming, so I thought I'd start with them today. And then probably next week start with my Taurus babies, okay? So we're going to start with Aries. If you guys are in the chat, let me know your zodiac sign. Thank you, Bree, for liking the video. I appreciate that. So yeah, let me know your guys' zodiac signs as you guys are coming on in. I love knowing your all zodiac signs and connecting with you. I'm good, thank you. I'm a little tired. I did like 3 rounds of laundry, so I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm here as always. I'm always here, or try to be. So hi, Bernadette. How are you? We got Pisces in the house, Aquarius. Okay, my 2 signs that are going last today. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. I don't always put I don't always make Pisces last. Pisces knows that I mix it up for y'all. But today, Aquarius here. Yeah, but today I'm just going to go Aries through Pisces. So it's good to see you too. It's going good. It's going good. I mean, it gets, like it's a long day overall. But it's good, It's just I have to get used to the difference of like where my time's going. And like I said, I love being on here, but I probably, if I come on, it's not at a time schedule like it used to be. Like it's not always going to be at 7:30. You may catch me here on midnight, or you may catch me maybe in an early morning. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just keep, having your notifications on and subscribing because I come on random with me having 2 jobs right now. That's my reality. Would I love to be a full-time content creator? Sure. Is that my reality? No. I'm not a risk taker, risking it all. Like, no. It's got to be developed slowly, this channel. Okay. This channel is getting developed slowly. And if at one point I can do it full time, great. That would be a dream. But I'd love that. But right now I just got to come on when I can. So, but I will always try to come on Sundays for you guys for a weekly, like, what do you need to know, or energy update or something like that. But I did say that these are going to be timeless. That's why I don't, even if you're watching it weekly, you may find more resonance with it. But I don't tend to put dates on these readings because I do want it to be a timeless read for anyone who sees it at any point. All right, and that's why I do it that way. Hi, Lois. Nice to see you, babes. All right, so we're going to start with Aries. We're going to be doing what you need to know right now. All right, Aries. Do we have any Aries in the chat? Let's start you at 3:59. Aries season's coming to a close, and we're on to my Taurus babes' birthdays. Hi, Harriet. Nice to see you. All right. So Aries, let's get into Aries moon, okay? Aries sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Ooh, okay. This is good energy. All right, so we see a 6 of Wands here. So your energy is feeling right now that you are getting recognized, or you might get, some praise coming in, or you might be hearing about a reward, or maybe even for some of you a work. I feel like also as you're stepping into something where you've gotten maybe a lot of recognition, or I feel like people want to recognize you or give you a congrats, but it's almost like here, Aries, you're fearing it, like doubting it, like, oh, they're just saying that, or, oh, they're just doing, like, maybe you doubt your own abilities here, or you're having some anxiety. Yeah. Oh, you are. Yeah. 9 of Swords here. So you're having some anxiety. You're feeling overwhelmed by wanting to get something so bad, or you want something so bad that there's a little bit of worry because you want the stability that comes with it. Could be financial, or even a relationship, right? Like you're fearing like, you know, I want to be successful with someone. It can be at any part in your life. This is just your current energy, right? So wherever you feel most, wherever your care is or your thoughts are going to most, there's something you really want for yourself. And, you know, the things that we really want for ourselves, we tend to go in the opposite direction of how we want it to achieve it or get it. And so there's something here about worries or fears coming in and just getting very overwhelmed. So this might be a time where you want to stay at home a little bit more, not be so active, not be so social. Just, I feel like you just want to put your head down and grind here a little bit. You might be having to say no to offers at this time. Because you're working really hard for something as well. Yeah, there's a feeling of insecurity or neediness as well, or there's some unnecessary drama coming in, and I don't really want to be a part of that. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces, a water sign really strongly here. Like I don't know why, but I don't want to be like codependent on anyone or anything, and that may be stressing you out. There also could be somebody who's just this could be you, like you're not wanting to appear needy, or you're not wanting to be codependent, so you're trying to develop space, but then you're worried if you give too much space, then you've lost what you were trying to get. So there's something here where it's like you know exactly what you want, but you don't know how to go about getting it. Okay, so let's see here. What's coming in for you? What is coming in for Aries right now? Your wavering commitment may be delaying progress. Renew your dedication to the goal. Like it's like you're losing sight of what you wanted and you're letting the doubt or the anxiety take over here. You need to dedicate yourself back to it, which I said I think you're going to be doing. Realizing, okay, this is not building me happiness. This is not building me wealth. This isn't building me anything but. And, you know, Aries, you're pretty good about switching, like turning or changing when you start to get those feelings. So it's like you're going to reaffirm to a dedication or align yourself again back to the vision of what it all really means, or the bigger vision or the bigger picture of everything. Like you're not going to fall for the doubt and fear. But it's saying here, fear of change may be creating resistance. Trust the transformation. Okay, so yeah, you're allowed to wobble. Or did I say that to you about a relationship too? Was that you guys? I think I did. You're allowed to be unsure or take a step back, which I think that's what's happening here, is there's this feeling of I need to take a step back, or I'm going back and repeating something that I used to not want to do, or something that I've been trying to get rid of, whether it's an internal thing that you do or somebody else who's doing that and attaching yourself to people who bring out like this kind of quality that you don't like. But whatever it is, you're very aware, and it's okay to be, I feel like as a group, collectively, we're all like meant to like rehearse or go back into something that we don't want to be in. And it feels, I thought I was over this. I thought I was past this. Why am I going back to this thought or this feeling or this energy? And I think collectively we're all going to be stepping out of that. And it's almost like a review before you propel forward, that like you've done this before, you've learned this. Okay, Aries. So you're going to be good. You're going to be secure. Okay, let's see what else here. What's coming in here? This could be heavily around the security of wanting a relationship to feel good. And it's like, but we keep fighting about where we're going instead of being in the moment, being in the present. And it could be creating a lot of doubt or fear, because it's almost like something like a responsibility hanging over your head. And it's like, no, I just want to enjoy it. I just want it to feel good and feel like the happiness of being together. So this could be with people. This could be also a situation around people, whether it's work, relationship, or family. I don't know. I am getting a relationship with the Four of Wands, that it could be just a relationship. Yeah, you're wanting to align, not fight. Like, why are we going that way? What the hell is happening? You could be getting irritated. Like, why does this always happen? Like, we get to this point. We get to it's like almost like a roller coaster, right? It's like you get the tip of the point where you're about to go down. And it's like, instead, I'm just hanging on the ride for like 30 minutes to an hour. And like, now they got to call all the maintenance people to get the ride down. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just want to enjoy the ride. Why do we have to stall out? You just want to, you need to take a break from this person. You're like, you know what? I'm not in the mood to fight. You're not getting this out of me. And that's what I'm saying. You, like, maybe before you used to get angry or assert yourself and, just say F it or get upset. Hi, Aries, man. It's been a minute. How are you? Hello. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose kindness over aggression. I'm going to choose forgiveness over hostility. I'm not going to I'm going to just take a break, and I'll come back to you when I feel ready to keep the peace, to keep the tension. Like, you don't want to be, it's not that you want someone to get the best out of you. It's that you don't want it to, you want to overcome that part of you. And this could be an older Aries as well. I feel like Aries who are older, they naturally, I've met a lot of young Aries and older Aries are very at a polarity. I've met a lot. I really vibe with Aries past 40. I love Aries past 40 or even 35. And younger Aries, it's wild. And I think there's something about you where it's oh, this is taking me back. Oh, you getting that side of me. I'm not going there. And with the King of Cups here, you want to be nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, then being angry and saying something you regret later and realizing, damn it, why did I say that? You don't want to go. Yeah, I don't want to go there. So that's something that you're going to be conquering something. And it's an inner state of being that you're conquering here predominantly this week. What do they need to know right now? What does Aries need to know right now? I think you might be mad about a lie. Someone appearing a certain way, doing something you don't like. You see it. But instead of getting mad about it, it's and they're doing it again. Circulation, meaning they're doing it again. They're doing the behavior again, and it's pissing you off. Here we go again, doing some sneak shit. I'm always catching you in something. And it's you know what? I'm just going to get quiet. I'm not going to let you know I'm mad. I'm just not going to talk about it. You may want to energetically have to move your body with all this wand energy. That might help you, but it's something about the way that they move that is just, I don't like the way you're moving. Or I don't like, it could even just be a group. Yeah, with the Hierophant here, this could be a group of people, right? A connection of people where it's and you don't need anyone to tell you, or you don't need to prove your point, but you are very passionate about your beliefs and what you know. And instead of trying to prove your point to others of why you believe this so strongly, you're probably going to just let other people see it for themselves and just remain quiet, because it's not for me to prove. This person will naturally expose themselves. This could be someone you're dating as well. Okay. Someone who's a little bit of a player, Knight of Wands energy coming in. Hierophant. The question is, are we going towards a relationship, or are we just playing? I'm hearing don't go breaking my heart. Yeah. Janet. That's what it's bringing me back to, right? You've been on this journey with this person, but it just seems they're always I always think we're going a certain way, and then it shifts or something. There's something about a shift, and it just really does frustrate you, I think. But you know that you want a relationship, or I feel like you really want something. And this could even just be your own personal growth, where you just have this belief of, stepping into it with your inspired action, with your belief system that you want it so wholeheartedly that nothing's going to hold you back. And sometimes the snake is our own mind too. It's not other people. Sometimes the snake is our own inner lies that we tell ourselves because we are afraid to step forward in that next part of the journey, right? So maybe for some of you, you're about to go back into a relationship and you haven't been in one in a while. And instead of just allowing the relationship to play out, and this point of a relationship tends to happen. I feel like there's like this part where it's like, is it make it or break it? And I think you're wobbling here, kind of scared to get to that next step with this person or go to this next part of the journey. And you're trying to find things that maybe they're lying or they're being snaky or instead of actually taking that time to rest and just be present with this person and move into the next part of this journey bravely. And as you, right, you kind of are that Knight of Wands energy here. So step into it a little bit more energetically and willing to maybe, did it really help you before when you were with the moon card here, when you were afraid and always worried that someone was going to deceive you or hurt you, or that there was the fear of the worst things that could happen? Did that get you anywhere? No. So when you step into it with someone just because you want to feel that emotion, can't you just like obviously if someone's lying to you, Aries, and you just it, then of course listen to yourself. I'm not saying don't trust your own intuition. I'm not seeing a high priestess here though. I'll say that. So I feel that there's a part of you just wanting to step into something passionately, bravely, and just, again, enjoy the ride. And that means enjoy the ups and downs. And so I guess the question is the snake your own mind creating the worst fears, or is it really what this person is doing? And you may just need to take some time away to really see what's real or not. Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you this week. Let's see what the outcome here is. Again, fear of change may be creating resistance. That snake could be self. What we tell ourselves. You do have in the beginning half a lot of swords. I don't know why I'm hearing this song. I don't have it in my ear. I'm just listening to like sounds, not lyrics. I hear the secrets that you keep when you talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you talking in your sleep. Yeah, you're going to have to emotionally detach because you're hesitant and you're aware that you're feeling some type of anxiety. You're mentally maybe getting too much. You're overthinking it and you're aware of it. And this is where I say Aries is very good at when they feel this feeling come up, they're very good at switching lanes. And so you're going to dedicate yourself to your money or your work and discipline yourself back into what's really important to you. And stay secure within yourself. But again, there may be a need to emotionally detach for something or so that you don't want to be hesitant. You don't want to stop. You want to keep going. And so if you're pulling back, it's not because you're hesitant with this person necessarily, but because you're starting to feel a feeling you felt before. So, and that could be in different connections you felt. Okay, this is a really long read just for Aries, but whatever, Aries. I guess someone need to hear it. Could be dealing with a Taurus, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus again. Strong fixed energy here. Could be dealing with a fixed sign. Okay. Again, remember what the goal was. Remember what the bigger vision was and dedicate yourself. I feel like you're going to be more devoted this week, especially with the King of Pentacles, and just trying to show up with a little bit of consistency. Oh, and Cancer as well here. All right. Just trying to stay consistent without fully, I think you're backing up a little bit, but I don't think you're disappearing, and I don't recommend disappearing either, especially romantically. Okay. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Thank you, Aries. Yes, please hype the video if you can. It does help me. I do appreciate that. All right, Taurus. Taurus. All right. So let's see here. What is your current energy here, Taurus? Okay, so we start off here with a Two of Swords. So there could be some indecision or not really being able to see where the issues are. And then at the same time, like wanting to feel secure within yourself, wanting to feel that you can feel secure within group dynamics or group situations. It's like there's something here where I feel uncomfortable at work or within a group dynamic. And I'm learning that I'm trying to learn. Okay, Taurus, you're trying to learn how to remain confident and self-sufficient without the approval or need or recognition of others, and still finding yourself feeling like people, like maybe you don't get why others don't like you or why you don't belong in a dynamic. Could be, again, could be work or socially. Like, why don't I fit in? Or why is this such a, like, why can't I just stand in my own authenticity without, like, issues with other people? You know, like, you don't see where the problem is. Maybe you don't feel really accepted. Also, you may be feeling like romantically, if this is romantic as well, you may be wondering, why can't you just meet me halfway and show up? Like, I don't see, like, I'm showing up independent without you. Why can't you recognize and show up the same way I'm willing to, and we can do it together? It's like someone's not, there's not enough teamwork, or there could be frustration around that and wanting that, you know. Okay, so what is coming in here? Yeah, a little bit of, okay. So we do see here a little bit with the moon card, a little bit of fear. You're spending some time alone with the Hermit card to self-reflect and try to find, but that's where you're not seeing it. You know, you've been trying to find ways of, like, you've gotten to a point where you're confident within yourself, but you still wobble when you're in group dynamics of being able to feel like yourself. So yeah, you got to let go of the insecurities or the self-doubt. With the Queen of Wands here, the good thing is that you are appearing more confident, and you may be becoming more of a social butterfly because you spent so much time working on yourself or trying to, that this could be a week where people are very magnetically drawn to you because you're finding your direction, you're finding your confidence. And so new opportunities may be coming in this week because you're open to them. And when our energy is open to it, you know, other people may be just naturally gravitating to you. Like, people may be saying hello when you're at grocery stores or when you're out in public. These are all signs that you are growing and that you're not needing to hide out. I'm hearing hide away or hide out anymore. All right. What do they need to know this week? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know this week? You're elevating. You are rising to a higher state of being and a new level of consciousness. You're expanding your awareness through meditation or connecting with a higher wisdom or through the knowledge you've already experienced. And this is all about, you're elevating because your perspective of how you look out the window has changed. You're looking in new eyes, like with eyes you haven't seen before. So it's like you're walking up to looking at the world in a different way. Your eyes are more open, and you realize that a lot of you are the driving force And so your perception is what matters most, not others. And so your reality is shaped on how you're seeing the world, and that allows a new perspective to create a new possibility. So people will be naturally changing their energy towards you because you're changing the way you're looking at the world. Okay. And because of that, that reframes all those challenges and opportunities. And you may be wondering, why is it so easy now? What was the problem before? I'm still the same person. But you may still be the same person and still have the same personality. That's true. But maybe the way you framed the picture was the difference. It's the way you're framing the picture, the way you're making it look, right? So maybe some of you had a challenging situation, and due to that challenging situation, you actually became more confident, and that has trained your mind to learn how to get over situations faster. So the energy responding to you is faster. Okay. What do they need to know right now? What does Taurus need to know right now? Okay, there's a new offer happening in love. Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. There is a new offer coming in love that is warm and inviting, and it makes you feel good. Okay, you may get a random opportunity to go out and date, but it's saying that with this the confidence is your theme this week. Okay, for whenever you find this, your confidence in situations are changing, and it's because you have maybe rebelled around the ideas of the way that you think about how you appear in social dynamics or how you appear within love interest, and you've broken free from previous ways of thinking. And it took you a really long time to get over that, but now you appear again more confident. And I'm hearing I'm Stronger Than Yesterday by Britney. And so because of that, you're being more open to love opportunities. You're more maybe you're more approachable now. Maybe people didn't really approach you when you went out, and you're like, why didn't people approach me? But maybe it's because you were giving so much energy to what other people were doing instead of just enjoying your time in that moment, that it, energetically, it caused people to not really come towards you. So you could be, I just feel like you're more attractive at this time. Okay, so let's get into the outcome here. Gratitude, okay, that is something that's needed here. Shift your focus to appreciation. Gratitude unlocks abundance, and recognize what you have. Like, don't feel like things are missing. And so memories that shape your emotions may be making you more grateful too, like looking at pictures of your family or friends or life, and honoring your past experiences and finding joy in the past without getting stuck or feeling like you've wasted time or energy. No. Or it was so good back then. No, it could be great right now, So find gratitude for how far you've come, but also remember that you're in your now and you get to change your reality, okay? You get to put yourself back out there and go to a cooking class or go to a dance class and meet new people. You get to go to a coffee shop and have someone come up to you and ask for your number. I literally yesterday, like someone came up to me and I was like, stranger, like I'd never had, like I haven't had someone come up to me in like forever. And I thought it was like the weirdest thing because like I was at a Target looking like a hot mess, but whatever. And I wasn't even in the energy of looking approachable. I was looking crazy trying to find like something at the store, like walking relentlessly down the aisles, but yet someone found it a need to want to come up to me and talk to me, and I'm saying that can be you too. That can be you too. People do randomly come up and talk to you. I mean, I was kind of like, who are you? What do you want? Do you always come up to people out in public? Like, I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but I'm so not used to. I mean, unless you were at like a bar or somewhere where maybe it's a little more social, but like I'm like going into a grocery store and having someone talk to you, or going into, a department store and someone coming up and trying to talk to you. Like that's very like, it just doesn't happen as much anymore to me. So when that happened, I was like, okay, Nina, don't be so like timid, or don't be so like suit and tied up, So I was cautious naturally, but I also was like, people ask all the time, wishing for people. They just wish someone would come up to them, start a conversation, right? So I was like, okay, this is an opportunity to be open and friendly. So I tried, and I was like, I was a little bit pushy. I was like, do you always have people come? Do you always go up to people? Like, is this just what you do? But, I was like, at the same time, I would actually rather have more people come up to me than try to meet people online. Like, actually, I like that more. How annoying would it be to like talk to someone online and then not vibe with them and then waste all your time talking to someone that you actually don't feel a connection to? Whereas when you meet someone immediately, they know if they like you, if they want you, so it could go both ways. So, but yeah, I was taken aback when that happened. So I'm saying it can happen to you. That's my point. It can happen. People can come out of random and just start talking to you. Okay, let's see what overall the outcome is. No, this is the wrong one. Scarcity thinking may be blocking your abundance. Shift your mindset. Okay. Rapid changes gaining momentum, and fruits of your movement might be happening quicker, and you might find some excitement at this time. But again, there may be something here where you really need to persevere or push yourself outside of your comfort zone, a willing and determinedness to push yourself outside your comfort zone this week, okay? Which could actually be a blessing if you don't block it. Don't block your blessings, okay? Don't block your blessings, Taurus. Ascending, yep. Leveling up, getting promotions, getting upgrades, you're ascending. You're like, why is this happening to me now? Because you're in a different place, because you have the lessons, because you right, there's the hyphen because now you have a different way of doing something than you've done it before. Could be dealing with a Leo. Why now? Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Virgo. All right, moving on to Gemini. I don't know how I'm making with time on these. For some reason, I'm taking longer. I'll try to go quick. I feel like the first 2 to 3, I go really slow, and then by the middle, I start to gain momentum. Or at least I try. Yeah, I didn't feel like pulling cards and figuring out the order. I was just like the Aries through Pisces today. Gemini. Lois is a Gemini. Okay. Gemini gang. Where you at? Where you at? All right, Gemini. So let's see what is your current energy. Okay, so I'm feeling like it's the energy you're already in. With the Strength card in the Hierophant, it's giving something here where this is something you're doing day in, day out. Maybe you're grinding or you're getting on a grind. I feel like Gemini, for some reason with you guys for the past like 2 to 3 weeks, I feel like you've been grinding it out, like working day in, clock in, clock out. Like there's something you're doing. Hi, semi-pilot. Hello, hello. There's something you're doing day in, day out, and it's creating like a focus that I need to just put my head down and do the work and believe that this is all leading towards something, even if it's taking all the energy out of me. It's like, I gotta do it. And it's like you're waiting patiently, but it's going to help resolve some conflicts in your overall life. And it's allowing luck to come in. It's allowing good fortune to come in. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is all due to your decisive moment to do what needs to be done, I'm hearing. Yeah, so it's going to be leading towards a lot of prosperity in your life as well. Okay. So that's what you need to know. It's already something you've been doing day in, day out, something you've been, you know, it feels like you're almost giving a part of your life away and conforming in a way to make sure that things happen the way you need it to. But at the same time, the influence here is that if I keep doing what I'm doing, something good is going to happen. So I just got to keep doing it. And you're right, it will. Ooh, your Jupiter's in Gemini. Okay. Oh, okay, Lois. Is that what you're doing right now? So let's see what is coming in here. This also could be healing any heartbreak or any devastations you were going through, or any, like, you're healing yourself at the same time. There could be, you know, you're making sure that you personally grow and enjoy life, but it also, maybe there's a part of it where you were staying really stagnant and you needed something to keep your mind busy, because Geminis do. They don't really function on just being homebodies. That's not usually a Gemini nature. Like, they need to be active, whether it's through their mind or through their body. It's like they can get warped. So here with the Three of Swords in reverse, it's actually helping with disappointment or recovering from heartbreak or situations that were painful. Like, this is actually bringing some release in your life. And so you may be releasing previous pains. You could also have to be releasing past memories, like, sorry, timer. You may be having to let go emotionally of grievances that don't fit your current narrative, and it's taking you a really long time to get over an obstacle here. And it could have been just like depression or a heartbreak of some sort, or a denial that you were having, and almost like letting the karmic wheel continue for a time. But it was more, I'm getting that this was more something you would tell yourself, like a negative mindset, or a breakup of sort, something that'll really like hurt you, that you're trying to, or a grievance of some sort. And so now Ace of Pentacles, the World, you putting down your head down and doing the work, it's like that's actually helping you get over a situation. Like, I just want the timeline to change. And so you want to trust that you can attract that by building a goal, by building a dream that you really want for yourself, Gemini. And so there's a dream that you have, and you just feel that you're very clear that you want something new and you want to be open to new opportunities. I really don't want the old. I'm so over it. And so you may be talking, there may be a new opportunity with career where you may meet a new love interest, or there's new opportunities coming in love for you. But you're very clear that I don't want the past, or I'm not, you know, you may even be breaking up with someone here because you just don't see it fitting what you want out of a relationship. That's for some of you. All right. For some reason, I'm getting dizzy, and I didn't even put on any, like, this. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. I was just thinking about that. Like, I didn't even have that on. Sometimes, you know, I can get like a little bit of a headache, and I was like, I didn't even put it in. And I just realized I need to. Okay, anyway, I'm feeling dizzy or lightheaded in your energy, which is really strange. Don't forget to take a rest if you need it. So let's see. So that's what's coming in. Let's see what you need to know. I see that you're worried. What you need to know is that you might have had a missed opportunity, or you might have had some self-doubts. But what you're doing right now with the Eight of Pentacles being here really is allowing hard, a lot. It does take patience to get over what you previously went through. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. I was feeling that even before it came out. There's a feeling of not like feeling in a mental trap. And it's with the Page of Cups being here, it's like, no, there's a creative opportunity for you. And instead of worrying about why this wasn't for me or why can't it happen for me, it's like, no, you actually have to work out of it. And that might be what you're doing right now. Keep saying what you need to know. You need to persevere and stop doubting or letting anxiety rule you. Whenever you're starting something or you're doing something in a continuous cycle, yeah, sometimes we're going to think the worst, or we're going to, falter a little bit. I told you collectively, I think we're on that Two of Pentacles or Two of Swords mindset where, we're trying to juggle our next timeline and something we're dealing with previously. And, we do have Uranus and Gemini coming up. And I think Geminis, you are ones who are really going to be feeling so empowered in stepping into something new. And you might, I would say, follow your random thoughts, follow your random creative ideas. That's where you're really going to succeed right now. So I want to say, if you have a random, I don't know, like maybe you get a random idea, or, oh, I want to try this, something new, something. Yeah, follow that intuition to do that. Okay. Because there could be something really exciting coming in for you. And that's what you need to know. Let's see the overall outcome. Also, be careful of having a victim mentality that this is my life. It's like, no, get excited about life. Like, this is my life, and yeah, I'm doing this, and it sucks, but like, I'm going to be able to take a vacation next year, or I'm going to be able to do this with this kind of what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's not that you want it. Yeah, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do, or not. Maybe it's not our favorite thing to do. Okay, but it's saying here, the outcome here is you may be getting lost in direction and forgetting and finding you having too many self-doubts within yourself. And it's saying intuitively that's just not true, because you asked for something new to come into your life. You did. And I feel here that there's this inner voice telling you to nurture yourself, care for yourself a little bit more. Trust your intuition that this is happening for a reason. Instead of it's almost like you're looking at the worst possible outcome. You can shift that. You lost your motivation for something. It's like, I don't have the motivation for it. But, sometimes our biggest blessings come right before it. And like they always say, like right before the big boom or the big thing happens, we doubt it. We doubt ourselves. And so fear of failure may be keeping you stuck. Maybe keeping you stuck, not trust. Maybe keeping you stuck. Trust growth comes from bold action. Like sometimes, I get on here and I get scared because sometimes I look back at my videos and I'm like, Nina, you said a word that wasn't even a word. Or, oh, Nina, you said like too much. But I still come on here and put myself out there. No, I don't have the best vocabulary, or maybe I'm not the most articulate, but I feel I'm a good reader. And I like reading, so I do it anyways. Despite my many faults, I do it anyways because I push myself outside of my comfort zone. And so, yeah, Gemini, step into boldness, okay? Do something boldly, because take the leap that you've been hesitating on. Step into your power fearlessly. You will do this naturally, though. I think this week is just a moment of a little doubt, and it's a sit in it, acknowledge it, grieve it, and let it go. Because there's a part of you that has to grieve this version of yourself that isn't real, that isn't true. You are someone who will succeed. You are somebody who takes action. You are a bold individual. And don't, what other people say about you doesn't mean it's true. What you believe about yourself is true, Gemini. Could be dealing with a Gemini like yourself, or a Virgo Pisces, or Pisces again. You may have a Pisces placement. Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Pisces. All right, moving on to Cancer now. Also, Gemini, really quickly, when it comes to love, you may be confused about your options. There may be somebody from your past coming back around here when it comes to love. I should have been doing love readings, but I didn't. And it may be delayed, or you may be avoiding wanting to really talk to this person because you're resisting change or transformation at this time. You're resistant to change. You're letting the past repeat. Why? You're not there. Get back to the now. You're here now. You're not going backwards. You're moving forward. And when you start to feel, this is my mantra I got from Lois Hay, or whatever her name is, but I just say it all the time. I am safe. I am present. I am here. All is well. All will work out for me. Even if it's not what I want or what I expected, it is meant for me. All is working out for me. Just kind of got to believe that there's a purpose in everything that comes in. But you guys may be dealing with a past person coming in and being like, why you coming in? That's for some of you. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Cancer, is your current energy surrounding you? Now, some of you guys, this is more personal, and some maybe it'll be a relationship. It's really whatever comes out in the cards that I'm really feeling. So far, it's been more internally for everyone. So, but don't worry, guys. It's just the beginning of the week. I'll come back with a love reading. I told you guys, I think the next one I'm going to do, I think the next reading I'd like to do is why won't they commit, for people who are like in between in dynamics. I'm going to do that for you guys. Yeah, it honestly, feeling safe within ourselves is really is just sitting in it and like finding your own outlets that work for you. For me, it was meditation and EFT tapping. But I do a lot to feel that way. Like, during my breaks, I'm meditating for 5 minutes. I do a prayer in the morning. I'll sometimes do a prayer at night. I don't really do much at night. It's just the time goes by so fast at night. So I try to do as much as I can in the mornings. When I'm in the car, I'm very mindful about how much sad music I'm listening to. I love the sad girl music and the sad boy music. But to say that stuff doesn't replay situations or, put me into other people's stories and feel their emotions, I do. So I can't listen. I love to listen to Billie all the time. I love Lana all the time. I love those girlies. I like to listen to a lot of different people, but there's a certain amount of sadness that you should be listening to, I think, and I'm more cognizant of that. And so, yeah, sometimes I'm just listening to like beats in my, like right now, I'm just listening to beats. Sorry. Okay, Cancer, I'm sorry. It's your turn. I know. All right, what is your current energy for Cancer? Hi, William. It's nice to see you. How are you? Ooh, Cancer. I like it. What's your current energy? Oh, right when I said that. Damn it. It was going so well, and then boom. Okay. Why? Okay. I feel that your feelings are hurt here, and you're conflicted. I see a 9 of Cups. So this is telling me that there's something you've been wishing for. You know, I really do feel like when it comes to maybe your family or your relationship or love in general, there's emotional stability and security you're looking for. And you may be wanting to be with someone and just be together. But yet, why do I always feel like it's a struggle to make it? Why does it always feel like it never feels safe, or it always feels like we could lose everything we've worked towards? And that can be very hard for you. It also could be very hard for you right now because the partner that you're thinking about or dealing with, you feel like you can't really be vulnerable. It doesn't feel that this person, every time you've tried to be vulnerable, it feels that it's used as an insecurity, instead of something that should be honored or actually handled with care. It's more of a put back in your face that you're insecure. So I don't want to be vulnerable, because every time I've been vulnerable, either one, you know right where I stand and you know you got me like that, or two, you put it back in my face. You're just being insecure right now. And it's like, okay, maybe I am, but also like maybe you should handle me with care because you know this is an insecurity, instead of putting it back in my face. Oh no, Cancer's not happy about that. And so there could be a lot of arguments happening here with the 5 of Swords, because you feel like someone's abusing their power here, especially with the Strength card reverse. That's definitely like someone knowing something about you and using it as a manipulative tactic or a way to make you even feel worse. So you're feeling defeated at this point with someone, because I don't like that you're putting. It also could be something that you really want. Like, I want us to feel secure there. I want us to feel, sometimes even with that 9 of Cups, it could be financial success. Like, I want us to get to a point where we're really are feeling like good as a couple or together within a family dynamic. Like, I really am just looking for, us to feel united. And it's almost like you're dangling it in my face as a way to fight me or battle me here. I don't get what you're doing. And you're now maybe starting to get a little bit pissed because I don't know what you're doing. Like, it could even be that. Like, you know that someone's doing something in a very, like, it's just giving very low energy, like ways to make you doubt yourself. And in a way that's very, to some it may feel abusive in nature. I feel like this more emotionally or mentally. It's not physical. But the way that they're using it or the way they're doing it is it hurts you. I do feel that you feel hurt. And then it's also a feeling of, I can't even be vulnerable here. I can't even be emotional here. Because again, that's just a way for you to use your leverage over me. So you just feel like you may be arguing and fighting back here. Yeah, I don't think you like this. Oh no. Okay, so what's coming in? Sorry, Cancer, if you're dealing with this. You're bored. You're bored. I'm so tired of this. I'm so withdrawn from this, and I'm changing. Yeah, maybe this previous week you were upset, and now you're shifting out of being upset to you are not getting a reaction out of me. Yeah, I'm actually feeling like mad and irritated. Yeah, Hermit card, quiet. I'm not giving you any, you're not even going to be able to range where I am. I'm looking like a freaking psychopath around you, because apparently emotionally I can't open up to you. I can't show my feelings towards you. Because you really don't feel like this person, either one, they use like an I don't care attitude, or they use your vulnerability as you're so insecure. So yeah, you're changing the way that you feel. You're really starting to think that the pleasure and the joy that you seek may be with you needing to liberate yourself from this situation and start somewhere else, because it's a desire to start elsewhere. I really don't think it's what I've been dealing with. And I feel like this person's almost like pushed you too far. So you're contemplating here with the Hangman. You're really contemplating, maybe I should just be on my own. Like, I'm not sacrificing my own well-being for no one. Okay, like that's not what's happening here. And so I think there's a fresh beginning coming for you, or something that you might be doing very quickly. Okay. So what do they need to know right now? Yeah, you need I think payback is here with the Six of Pentacles. It's giving, I need payback, like, for the time and energy I gave you. And this is about something you did in the past for somebody. Like, I need payback, or, you know, I need to see everything that I've done to keep us happy, or to keep everything together. Like, I need to see that now. Like, I need you to show me you care. It's because I'm not coming in and acting like I care. Oh no. And if they don't come back, if they don't, then you're like, then you're just really not for me. Then you're really not the person I thought you were. And that you're accepting letting it go. Like, I feel like you really are letting a past person go, because it's not fair. It's not equal. It's not. There's no decision. There's no responsibility. And it's not all on my shoulders, I'm hearing. It's just not. So yeah, there's something about that coming in. It's not all on my shoulders. You're feeling like it's the end of a disappointing time, and it's maybe time to maybe find more stability in terms of your family, and more about you and your success and you as an individual, like where you're going in life, than it is where are we going in life, because that's where your mind was at. But this person's mind was all about where they're going and how are you going to get me there. You feel like this person's very selfish. Like, yeah. So there's a failure because there's a lack of them recognizing what you provide, what you bring to the table. And I just feel that you feel extremely disappointed in someone's behavior. I just thought that you thought it would be more of a teamwork, and you thought there would be more enjoyment, and you were really, I find I've met Cancers, especially, I would say Cancer masculines. Now, that can be that can be a woman too, or feminine energy. But masculine Cancers tend to, like, you. I remember some Cancers that were friends, that were guys in particular, but I think women do this too, where the relationship was looking, every time I talk to them, it's great, it's great, it's great. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like, oh, we're done. And I was like, oh, really? And they were like, yeah. And then they told me everything that happened. I was like, oh my God, why'd you stay? And you were like, well, I loved them. And I was like, oh, okay. But like, you know, throughout the course of the relationship, they never spoke badly about their person. And I honestly admired that about the Cancer masculine energy, was they never spoke bad about their partner, even when they were going through it. And I've met even Cancer feminine energies who really, when they're in a relationship, they really keep their relationship very private. But then to the other side of that, after, when they tell you what happened, you're just like, why did you talk to me? Why did you tell me this was going on? Oh, because I knew you were going to talk me out of it, and that it would be like, you already know it was bad. Like, I'm getting that, Cancer. Like, you already knew this was bad, but you just stayed in it because you thought it could get better, and it just has not. And I think you're just extremely disappointed because it's the end, or you're at your rope's end, I'm hearing, to find, like, I can't do it all myself. There's no balance. It's all me. So I think that's where it's at. Can I get something for the outcome here? Recommit to your path, Cancer. Okay. You may be so emotionally frustrated about what this person did than where you're going. Just try to stay where you are as well. you're looking for receptivity, right? You're looking for emotional openness that allows a flow of equal reciprocity between you two, not division and I keep getting manipulation in a way. So make sure that you still keep your heart open, and there are people here to support you, okay, and who are receptive to your emotions and feelings. It just may not be the person you wanted it to be. And then we have a visionary. You see things very clearly. You do. I think you always have, but there was something about hope. It's a great change. It's a great change. Starts with bold imagination. See beyond what the present is and dream big. Map out your highest potential without limiting yourself to a current circumstance. The fear of the unknown may be limiting you. Soften your need of control and let clarity emerge. I do see you doing that, because here with the Hermit card, with the Queen of Cups, you're taking in your emotion and you're withdrawing. So I actually see you doing that this week and kind of allowing things to play out. Do I think you're making a decision this week? No, but how somebody responds and what they're going to be giving is going to be eye-opening for you, is what I'm hearing. All right. So could be dealing with a Leo, a Pisces, an Aries, Libra, Virgo, Cancer, and that's what I see here. Hi, Joel. I didn't see you come into the chat. Hello. Sorry I didn't say hi. I just saw it now. All right, so we're moving on to Leo. Leo babies. Leo gang. Where my Leos at? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo. I knew for some reason before I started, when I was ending Gemini, I was like, some people may get love. And I knew that Cancer was going to end up a love situation. I just knew it. Because I knew for everyone else that I was getting was more personal, like internal or an energy within them. And then as the moment I got to Cancer, I'm like, it's going to be a love read. I can feel it. You know what? It's funny. All right. Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, Joel, you're a Leo. Yes, Lopez, you came at the perfect time. All right. So let's see. What is the current energy surrounding Leo? Leo collective. Okay, so you have something changing. There's a lot of movement coming in. And you've been wanting this change, okay? With the Magician card here, you've been wanting some change to enter your life. You've been wanting things. You've been looking for different resources. You've been trying to maybe connect with new people to try to move things forward. You might be wanting to move. That could be something here. You actually want to travel or move or get things going, but there's been delays. There's been a lot of avoidance or resistance to change or to you've actually resisted the transformation, or there's been outside circumstance that has made this more complexing. So this week, it could feel like you want things to change. And let me get more on this. And there's still like a delay or an avoidance of worry that things are going to. What is this Tower card actually? Worried that you're not going to get the dream that you want, or worried that you're not going to get what you want out of this. It's like you're okay. So what I'm hearing is you're manifesting fear. Okay. Or manifesting a failure or something that you really want and underachieving it. That's your current energy. Okay. But what is actually coming in for Leo? So that's where you're currently at. Like, feeling like a failure, or feeling like I waited too long, or wanting things to change, but feeling like these are my circumstances. But what actually is happening is there's some people coming in, okay, that recognize you, that see your effort. Okay, this could, This could be friends or teams, like groups of people, Leo, that you are fighting with. Oh, what is this? What is happening here? Like, this is like a team, like, you're like recognizing like someone's been very competitive towards you, or there's like there's some fights going on here, possibly within a relation or family matter. Specifically relation, let me know if this is resonating for any Leos, but there is like something about an argument or a fight and wanting to work together, but fighting about how we want to work this out or come together. You need, yeah, there's something here you need to let go, and there's something that needs to be given up or let go of, and you're having a lot of anxiety, or maybe you're going through a little bit of depression of getting out of this energy. You're just feeling frustrated, like very annoyed, because it's like it's just the cycle that just keeps repeating. It's like, when am I getting out of this? I just want to enjoy I just want to enjoy it and be happy again and change. Like, I want this out. I want this gone. I'm so sick of it. And like, maybe fighting with others, and it's just like, I don't need this right now. And you might be speaking up about it too, because I'm seeing a lot of that you need things to change. Like, there's like, you are maybe putting down a really strong boundary this week, because you're just, I really don't have the energy for it. You're either with me or you're against me, but pick a side, because you're not going to be in between with me. That's not where we stand. Where do we stand? Do you stand on what side do you stand on? You may be asking somebody that. What side do you stand on? Now that you're asking someone to pick sides, but like, you said we were fine, and now we're starting to argue again. What is going on? Like, and I feel that you're almost like resisting the change, because every time I think we're fine, we're going back to this repetitive. What is this repetitiveness, that so I can understand? There's something repetitively happening that's getting on your nerves. Every time you think you're making improvements to being maybe more open and in love, like following your heart or trying to follow your dreams and successfully moving in a direction towards, I mean, with the Knight of Cups, that is more of like a romantic offer, or following your heart and where you want to go, you're isolating it. You're, it's almost like, it's like every time you want to be open towards love, you end up going the opposite and going internally again. So it's like, what is happening? Like, every time I want love, or I think there's a new offer or something's coming for me, it goes quiet again, or it goes off again. It never, like, no matter how much I try to stay optimistic and excited for love, it's like, why is, like, you're getting silent on this person, or things are becoming silent, whether it's you or them. And I keep trying to believe that everything's going to go in the right direction, and stay positive and stay open-minded and about where the future's going. But I end up just going silent instead. And it's like, maybe some of you want to open up about your feelings, or open up towards a romance or towards somebody, but you end up going quiet. I feel like you don't really want to open up emotionally. There's something emotionally that you're disappointed emotionally and you feel vulnerable, but you don't want to open up about the disappointments or the sadness. And then there's a responsibility factor that it's like, how can things change if somebody doesn't know where I'm at? Right. And so you're almost like troubled here with letting go and opening up about how you feel. And that could be something that needs to change here. And instead of being open and loving, it turns into arguments and fights or fighting yourself to be vulnerable. Oh, co-parenting for you. Okay. So that's what's kind of going on. So what do you need to know right now? You know, Leo, I feel that you're just very defensive at this time and you're protecting your energy, protecting your peace and with that Hermit card, your peace and your own reciprocity matters more than anything or anyone. And I think you're getting silent a little bit here because it's a struggle. It's a struggle. And why does love have to feel like a duty? Why does love have to feel exhausting and like a struggle? Like that's not how it's supposed to feel. So when it starts to get like that, I just don't want it. I just don't want it. And so there's a responsibility, to share and understand one another. And that's what real love is. And you're aware of that. But you feel that if you express your vulnerability, this person's just going to, hi, Silent Bay. There's something here about if you try to state your vulnerabilities, you're going to also become very determined to persist on why you feel the way that you do and why you think you're right and why you're moving or why you're acting the way you're acting. So I feel frustration in you. Like there's something you want to do, and yet you're not doing it because, again, we see that 8 of Wands. I feel frustration really heavily because there's something you really want to do and you really want things to change. And at the same time, with that Tower card in reverse, it's resisting chains. Chains. I'm hearing the song Nick Jonas, Chains. You got me in chains for your love, but I wouldn't change. But I wouldn't change this love. So it's like resisting change, but I also feel here, Leo, the resistance is with the Justice card. It's saying it is almost from both parties because you do something where you back away or you close up and you don't show any vulnerabilities, which also makes the connection harder sometimes. Let me get some advice here. Initiative. Waiting won't bring results. Take action to unlock a new opportunity. So do something different, change it to get something different, right? Because we see that Magician card here. Step forward boldly and act on something without overthinking it. Vulnerability. Oh my God. Vulnerability here, Leo. Being open emotionally is a strength, not a weakness. True connection requires authenticity. Share your feelings openly with someone you trust and allow yourself to be seen fully. That's like the whole key right there to a lot of what I'm feeling in the energy. Mastery. True excellence is achieved through dedication and continuous improvement. Hone your craft today and strive for excellence in what you do. Like this is a part of your evolution in finding a higher sense of wisdom, even here with the Hermit card. And I know there's a part of you not wanting to share your vulnerability, but it also could be something that you need to master and take initiative in. Is stepping I know that initially it is you holding back and being quiet and kind of staying until things change in the way you want it. But that's control. That's control. That's not vulnerability. All right, so let's see what's the outcome here for Leo. It's going well. Thanks, Debbie. I'm not doing it on the weekend, so. You're trying to find balance about what you really want to do. If you really want to you're reminiscing on something. And whatever had happened in the past here, you're trying to figure out if you really want to make that choice. There's a part of you like, I hear you, but I don't even know if I want to. And that's where you're like, that is why I'm holding back, because I don't even know if I really want it. I did not rest this weekend. I wish I had like one more day. Yeah, so with the Hangman, there's a new, maybe you're surrendering to your vulnerability here. Maybe you are letting something go for a higher cause, for a spiritual development here, as we did see that Hermit card. So there could be something where you're not sure what you want to do yet, because you don't know if maybe the part of the journey is to let a situation go, or let someone go out of your life. Instead of being together, because you may be needing to sacrifice something for a higher cause, especially with the Star card here. There's a direction you want to go in, and you may have to let someone go or let a situation go because you believe in where you're going so strongly that this can't be where it is. But you also, there's something here about communication needed. I don't think you're ready to communicate right now, but I do think you're aware that communication is needed at some point, just not probably, not this week. So that's what I see for you. Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Virgo, a Pisces, a Virgo Pisces, a Scorpio, yeah, I think you have anxiety around this situation sometimes. Libra, Cancer, Aquarius. All right, moving on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I feel like I had no rest this weekend, really. I was moving so much today, like just the laundry just really irritated me. And then yesterday I was out all day. So my sleep's been so off. Anyway. All right, moving on to Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so let's see your current energy, Virgos. Current energy here. Okay, so you're dealing with uncomfortable emotions. I think you're going through a grief, and you're tilting on the disappointment. And I think you are feeling pessimistic, but you have to honor where you're at. You can't act excited when you're grieving, or act excited when you're disappointed. Like, there's honesty needed. You can find enjoyment in little things that you actually do enjoy, like your coffee, or maybe playing a hobby you have, or something, right? So you could be, but there could be something within a relationship, right, that just feels like it's a no, or it's disappointing to you. I feel this is relationship. There's a relationship that has disappointed you, and you're kind of searching for the purpose of why. But I always say the why is never good enough, Virgo. The why is never going to be good enough for the way that it made you feel, or the way the situation played out. So you wondering why isn't going to lead to an answer that honors the feelings you have. So I think it's just truly feeling the disappointment of it, and maybe you're having to go back around grieving it again. Like you're like, I already grieved this situation. I've already dealt with this situation. But I told you guys, I feel like a lot of us right now are in this energy where we're going backwards or replaying something or going back to an old pattern that we used to feel like in order to propel forward. And so Virgos, I think you're very similar in this way where you're having to go through a disappointment that felt like wishful thinking, or maybe you're hard on yourself here. Tell me more about the current energy for Virgo. Yeah, it just feels like a shattered dream. Like I just not feeling good enough, feeling like you failed. And maybe just being hard on yourself, like, oh, I knew it was too good to be true, or maybe feeling like, oh, I should never get too optimistic. So yeah, you're feeling very no offense, I'm not talking about you, Debbie, but you could be feeling like a Debbie Downer. Hi, Jason. Like you could be just feeling that energetically. What's coming in for Virgo? I just feel that you're processing an emotion. You know what's coming in this week is the Sun card in the Magician. You choosing to feel a better feeling thought than that relationship or that situation that was a disappointment, than that situation that you were hoping would be something and it wasn't. It didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And it's you choosing happiness, you choosing what brings you joy, what brings you vitality, where's, and not giving it to the sense of that relationship or of that person. And you're desiring a better energy, and you really are going to get something better. And that's what's coming in this week, optimism with the Sun card. So if this past week, you were in your current energy, you were feeling self-doubt, grief, frustration, even confused, feeling very lost, and upset in the dissatisfaction of it, things are changing around this week, okay? And you're actually going to have a lot of possible fun, and you're going to be finding you're dedicated to finding a way out of the energy. And because you're just so dedicated, even if you have to be patient with yourself, even if you sometimes have to control the emotional depths that you're going into, not to get lost in them, you're finding solutions and working with others. And it could even be that you're helping others at this time. And by helping others, it helps you change too. And so with a Knight of Swords being here, you are you're focusing more on work or communicating with others. And there are big changes coming for you. So it's saying seize this moment. There's a lot of accomplishments coming in. What are those accomplishments for Virgo? You might be going home life. There could be a lot of positivity within your home, within working in teams, within a community. You could be finding a community that you feel like you belong with, and feeling you're accomplished by celebrating and enjoying communities. And some of this could be just enjoying maybe meeting up with family at home. But I do feel that things are changing for you, and you should be spending time with others. This isn't a time to, find time for yourself and find time with others. But I think you might be going to finding stability here, at this time. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello. All right, so what do you need to know, Virgo? So that's what's coming in. What do you need to know? What does Virgo need to know? I love this energy for you, Virgo. You start off here with the King of Wands, which is someone who inspires others, someone who's a visionary, and you really are envisioning letting go of hatred or moving on from what was behind you. And yeah, maybe last week you did go backwards, to move into this direction. You still had one last final grieving process or one good final goodbye in that energy. but you really are shifting out. So don't worry that if you had that moment of going 2 steps back to propel you 3 to 4 steps forward. Okay. So here with the King of Wands, this is someone who's a born leader, and I feel like you're leading the vision of, I will move forward. I am moving forward, and putting your focus and intention maybe into happy, well, it says happy employment. So this could be work really turning out well. This could be mastering a skill of how to move on. And this is actually a development in you learning how to let things go mentally and not work yourself in that hamster wheel. Like, you have learned how to get out of the hamster wheel. You have learned to honor the emotion that felt like loss or grief and let it sit in that anxiety and doubt, and move on from it. Sometimes we do just need to sit and say, this too shall pass. I'm angry right now. This shall pass. I'm anxious. I'm doubtful. I'm worried. This shall pass. So you're mastering that this week, and you're really focused on your work or your talents, and people are seeing your skills. Okay. You could be recognized by a boss with the King of Wands and the Emperor. A boss could be recognizing you this week, and you could just be feeling more confident in who you are and what you have to offer as well. Okay. Any advice here for Virgo? Passion. Focusing on the passions, your joys that bring you life. So emotionally, there's an intensity fueling in you that is bringing you purpose. And that's what sets your soul on fire. Like, you are putting your time and energy into something you truly care about. And because you're doing something today that ignites your spirit and awakens your creativity, it does help you move forward, and it does set your soul in a direction that you feel aligns with who you are. Thanks, Teddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're elevating here and you're mastering it. I think someone else got this too. You are rising into a higher state of being, Virgo. Okay. And you're expanding your awareness at this time. You could be meditating or seeking a higher wisdom, and you're owning your craft. Maybe you're doing something day in, day out. And because of that, you're elevating and people are enjoying your passion and creativity. I feel like you're really being recognized. Inner hesitation is blocking your path. Strengthen your trust through repetition. You do it in affirmation. So there's something you need to continuously do or say when you get stuck in fear. Rising, not fun. What is your rising? And rising, not fun. Okay, final outcome here for Virgo. You're compromising, you're resolving any disputes, you're avoiding conflicts, seeking solutions. Love that. I feel like if you were feeling any tension, or if, like I said, that's leaving this week, okay? Oh, the Lovers. Okay, so there could be some partnerships coming in, some new choices with the World card. So yeah, there could be a new person coming into your life that you are attracting through the choices you've made to resolve any tension. The moment you release the conflict, the moment you maybe release certain tensions, you might be meeting a partner who shares your values, or, you just feel very attracted to one another. So you could be feeling like, finally, like, I'm moving in a direction where I'm moving on. And it's been with the Knight of Pentacles, is through your consistency to find this, be patient with yourself, improve yourself, not, be responsible, take more responsibility for your life with the World card and for how you feel. And not, this person did this and that's why I'm like this, is because of you. No, like, that was a journey, because now I'm more confident in who I am. So thank you. It's like switching the way we think about that person in that situation and where it's brought us to today. And I know for some of us, we'd be like, nah, I'd actually rather never dealt with that person. But there was something that maybe you had to believe in yourself. You had to find a way to love yourself or improve yourself in a way that really couldn't have been met without another person reflecting something you didn't want. which sucks, but can be true. So the overall outcome here is you staying consistent, Virgo. Consistency. And you are very good at that. You are so consistent for others. You are so reliable to others. You are a person who has so many good qualities. And I don't think I'm here to boost the Virgo collective up, because people are really hard on Virgos, because Virgos can be hard in general. But I feel like you guys are so willing to give to others. And sometimes we lack that for ourselves. But you have learned to master giving to yourself. And I think it's giving yourself the creativity to work on whatever you've been doing. Maybe it's a passion, maybe it's yourself, but that really allows you to find a release. All right. Those outlets there for you are helped for you to find a release. So good work, Virgo. And you're going to have, it's looking really good for you. I really feel like you're entering a very good timeline, a new timeline for Virgo. Okay. You've put in the work. Don't worry, you're not going backwards. The only belief you're going backwards is if you accept something or keep something in your life you don't really want. So you got to decide that. Virgo, Aries, Leo. You may have these in your chart or be dealing with one. Gemini, Virgo, Gemini. All right. Sagittarius. Leo. All right. Nice. Moving on to Libra. But again, some of you guys could be getting a new love situation as well. So we'll get more into love as the week continues. I don't know how much I'll be able to come on. I'm going to keep it 100. It'll be very spontaneous if I do. Libra moon in the chat. Do we have a Leo sun, Leo rising, Libra Venus? Did I say Leo? Libra. I almost said Leo, I think. All right, Libras, let's see your current energy this week, Libra. I remember last week you were in a very single, solitary energy. All right, so Libra, I feel here that you are feeling very energetic. There's a desire that you have possibly to make more money or start a new job. With the Ace of Pentacles being here, there's a new beginning coming for you that you've been asking for, you've been wanting. It could be creative in nature as well, but this could be material success for you, or just getting some money. All right, some really good money coming your way that you've been banking on or hoping for to change your circumstances. And I think you might be getting it this week. Yeah, I'm seeing money or career opportunity. You've been maybe keeping this to yourself, like, I don't want to tell people I got this or I have this, but yeah, it could be a secret, something you've been, again, really calling into your life, and you've been really hoping for this to come in. Really, you're trusting your inner voice and listening to it and believing it's possible and knowing that you're capable of getting what you want and feeling satisfied in that. And a lot of it, this could be a week of achievements, of recognition for your achievements, and feeling like that money coming in, that paycheck, was all worth it. All right, that's what I'm getting. It was all worth it. Okay, so what's coming in for Libra here? What's coming in? What's coming in here? Oh, okay. There could have been some lies or some scheming. Someone could have been scheming or lying, and you may be feeling very trapped in someone promised you something and they lied about it, and you thought you were going to get something, but they lied. And so you might be feeling really hurt by someone's actions here. But things are changing for you, okay? There is a lucky break that you're getting, and you know, this is a turning point for you. Things are actually working out in your favor. So even if something may be delayed, or you're feeling like, how am I going to get myself out of this? Or there's something comes in anyways. Or maybe even this is, I need more. Hold on. I need more. What is this here? Oh, this is a relationship. Oh, I can't help but feel like this is something about relationship or home matters. I mean, you guys could be going through like a divorce or a breakup here. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. And someone was like, you could keep the house, or you could keep this, or you could keep that. And now they're going back on they like said that you could have something, or that there was something for you, and they're lying about it. Like, oh yeah, like we're all in this together, babe. Like we're gonna achieve this together. And you were like, oh, I'm so excited, and you were feeling like really secure in it. And now, like, and you were starting to get excited because you thought this could bring in a lot of money, a lot of prosperity for both of us, you know. And now they're being really finicky about something that they said was like an opportunity that was coming in. I don't know if this is a boss or if this is a love situation, or but it's like they're keeping it to themselves. They're keeping the money for themselves. They're being very weird. And with the 7 of Cups, you're confused about the way they're acting. Because you're like, someone's avoiding responsibility for what they promised you. Tell me more. I'm so, what? Yeah, there's someone was going to give you something. Maybe they were going to give you money here, Libra, or they were going to offer some sense of financial support, or give you something. Yeah, money or a business opportunity here. And now they're like, you feel powerless because they're not giving it to you. Why? Let me know if this resonates for any Libra, or they said something was going to happen and then change it up on you, and you're like super disappointed. Yeah, it was like you were leaving something behind to move in a direction, and you were going to take a risk to move or to change something. But now it feels like you're pursuing something, and it's asking you to wait, and you're really worried because you're like, well, there's all this, there's like conflict all of a sudden, or there's a holdback. But I'm hearing, don't stress about why you're not getting it, because you're better off not getting it at this point. Or if it's not happening for you, or if someone was going to help you, there was maybe like criminal activity surrounding it, or something very dishonest about the way you were going to get the money or receive something. So something about the way you were going to receive it anyways would have ended up worse than what you would have gotten. So if you're not getting something and was hoping for something to come in, it's probably best you didn't work there, or you didn't get that money the way that you did. Okay. So I'm hearing it's all working out the way it should, because something's wrong about it. Something's very, it could get you into more trouble than actually help you, is what I'm saying. So maybe it's a blessing. What do you need to know? So I had to figure out what that was. I don't know how many Libras it's going to resonate for, but what I'm trying to explain here is that even if it's a relationship, right, or a new job opportunity, like this job opportunity, this position wouldn't have brought you harmony. This position wouldn't, maybe the way that you would have like it might not bring you what you think it would bring you. So there's an inner trust that if it's for you, it's going to happen. It's also a thing here. It still could be happening. This person could be still actually going to help you, but it may be asking you to wait. Just have some wait. Don't, yeah. What do you need to know? I feel that whatever was being offered to you is blocked at the moment. And you may be feeling like someone's intentionally doing this, and you're anticipating, like, wait, what's happening next? But actually, I do see with the Ace of Wands that there's new opportunities still coming, and that there's a lot of excitement coming through and a breakthrough happening. So if you're stalled out at the moment, or it feels like a block at the moment for this week, it doesn't mean that there won't be something to get excited about, or there isn't some new discovery happening. Some of you guys, it's a travel situation where it's like you thought you were moving, or you thought you were going into a certain direction, and now this person's stalling and you're frustrated. But I see that it's still going to happen. So there's still progress. It's just, it may not happen the way you expect it to. And honestly, maybe it's good that there's a pause at this time so you can find a better decision to make, or there may be better planning needed in place, okay, for this opportunity. So that's what you need to know. Let's see the overall outcome here. Hi, Cody. Hi, Aries. Hi, Dee. Yes, you are moving, okay, and you are walking away from one thing to move to another. So I do see it happening, and you don't really have much to worry about. I do see someone supportive, possibly a feminine energy, like a mother or just a woman in your life here, maybe a Cancer, showing you kindness and support. So there will be stability. You will be able to move forward, and you will walk away from something, okay? And you will be getting the support you're looking for. Okay? You're from South Africa. That's cool. I only do readings for members, and those are during member readings only, but it's not tonight. But if you want to be a member, then you can be a member, but that's how I do my readings. Oh, no way. My best friend is helping me a lot. She's a Cancer rising. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Marmar. But yeah, so I see you getting the help. If someone can't right now, you also have to respect that. And I still see it happening. Don't freak out. It just may not. If there's a stalling, believe that there's an inner knowing that it's divine timing, and that when it's meant for you, that it'll feel even more secure and more stable and more, it's meant to happen the way it is. You just got to believe that and tell yourself that it's going to happen for me. It's going to happen for me. Keep telling yourself that. Could be down with a Cancer, a Virgo Pisces, a Cancer, a Virgo Gemini, a Pisces. Don't get in your head, Libra, okay? I'm hearing it's going to happen. Leo as well. Okay. And Capricorn. All right. Oh, that's cool. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Like, who am I on? Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do we have any Scorpios in the chat? Hi, Tanya. Scorpio rising. All right, let's see what's happening for my Scorpios this week. What's the current energy for Scorpio? Okay, so you may be feeling like you need to adapt here or make a decision, but you need time away to really make sure if you really want something. I don't know if I really have the energy to focus on, like, I don't know if it's work's taking over more than friendships or relationships or even a person on your mind. It's like you're going quiet on them or taking a break because you're unsure about them or a situation, because you don't know if it has the stability or if it really has a strong foundation to really show long-term success. So it's like, well, should I really be putting my energy into it if it's not going to work out long-term? So there could be a question on that. That's where your current energy is. Confused if you really want to do it or not. You just need to take a break. I need a rest. All right, so what's coming in? You're going through a turning point and needing to make a decision, but I think you just feel at this time that there's just a lack of really seeing things work out, and there's a frustration in the stagnancy. You just don't see the investment. Yeah, I keep saying that. You don't see it working out long term. And I think you're putting in a lot of energy into something and it's asking you to be patient because your willpower and how you decide things will determine the outcome. So you really do play more of a part than you maybe like to admit here, Scorpio, but it is saying your determination and your energy will be why things work out and why maybe you harvest more money or why you get more money. But it may be that you feel like you're not getting good. You just need to stay determined here and stay disciplined and need to focus. And that's maybe why you can't give to other things. Because it's asking you to stay patient or stay in it. A lot of Pentacle energy all over the reading. So this is highly about career, money. It's highly on your mind. I feel that you feel like you have to provide. You got to put food on the table. You got to work. You got to work. And you're feeling almost like powerlessness in other areas of your life, though, because you're so dedicated to the direction you're going in that there's nothing else you can do but that. I don't know if you're a parent or, again, whatever you do for work. It just feels like could be very focused on your money right now. There's just like really no time for anything else. Oh, we're at 11K. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. It's 555 here. Challenges. Challenges. 111. Oh, Tanya, look, that's 111. New beginnings. Okay, so what do you need to know right now? 111 and 555. Okay. Those are numbers sticking out to you guys right now. I do think it's a challenge here to want to, like, I just feel tired in your energy here, Scorpio, and feeling like I just need to overcome the obstacle. I just need to keep going and stay strong here with the Strength card. I just need to stay in this a little bit longer. Yeah, strength. There is an invitation or following your heart where your heart is. And so I feel like you're confidently moving in a direction where you are going to be following your heart. That's what you need to know. Follow your heart. And there could be an intense change or a loss that happens all of a sudden. And you feeling very determined to protect yourself, to persist through, to fight for what you think is right. And I think you got to follow your heart in doing what you feel like what is right. And it may require you to speak up or speak out or focus on that maybe like maybe you need to speak up about something that you feel like people need to open their eyes to things differently as well here, Scorpio. Like you need to open your eyes and look at the way that you're handling the situation, whether it's you or other people. But here with the Three of Pentacles, you could be having opening other people's minds and creating these fresh ideas, innovative ideas that other people weren't thinking about because you don't agree that it works. This isn't actually working. Let's do this. Or, hey, like, other people may not be wanting to do the job, wanting to do the work, but Scorpio will. And so, there may be an idea that you are more collaborative, more willing to grow and willing to learn than others. So you're getting recognized for your adaptability. You're getting recognized for your ways of speaking out and coming up with fresh ideas. And I just feel like you might be getting recognized this week as well, but there could be some intense change that, you don't plan for here as well. What is this Tower card? You may be releasing a relationship. With the Knight of Cups and the Tower card, you may be releasing a relationship just due to there not being enough stability to maintain that. Hi, Samantha, Scorpio gang. Yeah, there's an inner realization. I can't give to this. It's not, I don't know if it's not your focus or you just give up. But with the Page of Swords and the Strength card, you're just starting to recognize the more that you get to know someone. I don't know. I feel like it would require a lot of patience and a lot of conversations needed to maintain it. And maybe you're just realizing like, I can't really give it, right? Like I really can't. It's just too unstable. I think I need something, where I feel more confident in it. You could be spying on somebody here, Scorpio, constantly wondering what they're up to. And feeling like could also be, though, feeling upset in a relationship and feeling like you need to speak up about it. I could also see that here because with the Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, you may be speaking up and doing something differently within yourself, right? Because the Strength card, his mouth is open, like I'm opening my mouth, and like kind of telling you my own beliefs about where I'm seeing this going, and But you could also be some of you could be holding back. Some of you guys could be wanting to focus on working together and being like, hey, this ain't working. Actually, I see it more like that. Like you guys are going to be speaking up saying, hey, this is not working, or this is what I need, right? Like speaking up about what you need as well here. You just could be feeling like at this point though, tired. I just feel like you're really tired. I'm tired of it. So what is the outcome here for Scorpio? You're letting go. You're moving on. I can't keep wondering what's going on. I feel confused about where I stand. Yeah, you're stuck in the past, or like you just feel like you just need to stay more self-sufficient and not put your energy elsewhere right now. I'm feeling very independent, moving on your own. Yeah, you intuitively feel like there's things that you want to know about that you just don't understand, and yet I don't have the energy to focus there. I just get that you're bored of it. Like, I'm moving on, I'm bored of it, and I just have an inner feeling I can't really give to it and give what's needed. So, or you feel like I do need to change how I'm giving because I'm not really giving what it takes. There also could be some new love coming in here with the Page of Cups, and you're talking to somebody new. Yeah, there could be new love here with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords, so there could be some new love coming in for you as well at this time. So that's what I see here. I could see you moving on from one thing and moving into another, but also I feel like work is more of your energy for some reason. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, strong Pisces energy, Scorpio, like yourself. Leo. And then on this side, I'm seeing Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. Next, we're moving on to Sagittarius. Hi, Frankie. Virgo. We did do Virgo already at 1 hour, 18 seconds, and 18 minutes and 3 seconds. Aries rising, Aries moon, Capricorn sun. Powerhouse over here. Leader of the pack. That's what I see when I see that. Saggy. It's your turn. Okay, Sagittarius. Who's here? Who's a Sag in the chat? Hi, Morgan. All right, Sag Gang. What's coming in for you? What's your current? No, let's first get into your current energy. Bethy. Your intuition is speaking to you. You could be having yeah, your intuition is speaking to you this week. Dreams could be very powerful as well. The right decision will come at the right time for you, and you know that. You may be feeling like a big change is coming your way, and you're determined to make those changes as well. It's like, I know that there's a change coming for me, but I'm also coming to meet it right where it's at, right? It's like it's coming to meet me too. So it's something like that's happening. You could be very ambitious right here, determined to make a change happen. I refuse to stay in this. Your confidence, your confidence this week, the Queen of Wands, your passion, your independence to move forward is showing that there are the effort you've been putting in, Sagittarius, it's not going unnoticed. With the Eight of Pentacles being your work, you could be getting recognized at work. People may really just enjoy you socially. Like, sometimes that Queen of Wands is a social butterfly and very attractive because they just naturally flow, and people just like your energy. They like the way, like, you bring a good feeling when you walk in the room. Like, people know, like, it's going to be a good time because Sag is here. You know what I'm saying? And so people are just happy to be around you, and you may be feeling like you're mastering a talent or a skill and that you're being recognized for the skills you have. And that could feel like an accomplishment. Also, you're being loved up by somebody. There could be a relationship or a partnership coming in where you feel understood and you feel like you've been working towards this relationship. So yeah, it feels really good here. Wow, what a great reading. Love, work, everything like working good. Yeah, so that's your current energy. Feeling understood, getting a little bit feel like you're working towards love with a partner. Okay. So let's see what's coming in. What's coming in for Sagittarius? What is coming in for Sagittarius? Yeah, everything and all but it's due to your own energy that really helps change the dynamic of the relationship or situation. Yeah, we see here the Hierophant. So you could be moving in towards a relationship with someone. But also seeing the High Priestess and the Hierophant, this is giving that a spiritual side too to this, spiritual wisdom and sharing your knowledge and what you know and sharing that with others. People want to know what you bring to the table. They feel like you have a skill. They also feel here that you're gaining more momentum right now. Like people want to help you, want to move towards you. Eight of Wands, you are moving. You could be moving. You could be traveling. And there's a lot of excitement because you're going to be seeing people you know when you move. So yeah, you could be moving, Sagittarius, and you could be really excited to move back towards people you love. Here with, that Two of Cups, you could be moving in moving in with your partner for some of you. What else is coming in here? Yeah, with the Empress card here, you feel like there's a change coming. Like I can feel it. And so it dissolves all your anxiety and fear. And there's an inner knowing here, and you can feel it because with the High Priestess being here, something's coming in. Like you are excited for the change coming in. And it's due to your own creation, due to your own desire to feel like you are responsible for your life. You are responsible for the change. And that also can make you feel really exhausted at the same time because you know where you need to put your energy. But I feel like you are so bored. You're going to get so bored. You're so tired of your life. You're so tired of the depression, the missed opportunities, the feeling of why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting that? That you were realizing I need something to change in my life. And I know the direction I should be going and why. And it's like you're putting in all your focus into it though. So you will be getting a different result. And you are maybe, if you haven't gotten it, then you're reevaluating, where do I need to move? Where do I need to change? Where does things need to change for me? What do I really need? Maybe I do need a break. Maybe I do need a vacation. Maybe I do need to move where I live. Maybe I shouldn't be so scared of being with that person and I should try harder to be with them instead of being so scared. What am I really scared of? So it's like you could be just changing your mind here as well with that Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Like, let me not think about the worst things and let me think about the best possibility possible. And that makes you attractive. And that also allows for things to happen faster for you. I'm telling you, when Sagittarius shoot their shot, they don't miss. So you always need to be like, that is you are ruled by Jupiter. You are naturally blessed. And naturally you're best when you have a sense of direction. When you feel lost or discontent or bored, you have lost your whole willpower there. All right. So don't ever lose where you're aiming or shooting your shot, Sag. Okay. Let's see here what they need to know. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You may be intimidated here by a man in your life, or there could be a man that's domineering over your life. And you could be feeling at a crossroads with someone due to you standing on your own and your own independence. Someone wants to maybe control you here a man in your life. I'm getting a man, a dominating man. You know, may be wanting to, you know, take you back, get aggressive with you, try to put you back down, Sagittarius. But, you know, nobody puts baby in a corner. Okay, that's what I mean. No one's going to put you in a corner. And so, you know, you may be afraid about like standing up and showing your own independence in a way because, you know, they may not let, like someone, I'm hearing someone may not like that. So you may be very quiet if you should share this with someone, or, you know, you're a little bit unsure if maybe I don't know, like there's a part of you really unsure about there's a part of you needing your independence, and you're very much focused on your own independence and finding a way to find time for someone else while finding time for yourself, and wondering, how do I balance that out? So that's something that you need to think about. But here with the Strength card, you will only know that in time. So you got to go through the cycle and just be more compassionate to yourself that things will happen in time, and that not every question is going to be answered the moment you get it. So, but you need to know that you are overcoming an obstacle, but it's also because one, you are protected at this time, and two, you are inspired and you see a vision for yourself, and you're relentless in getting what you want. And so you need to know that that energy is how you get what you want, is you being relentless despite the obstacles, despite the other people, despite everything against you, you know? All right, so what's the outcome here for Sagittarius? Success, Six of Wands, victory, success. You're getting praised. You're getting recognized. There are rewards, monetary rewards coming in here. You're feeling like financially you're going to be in a better position. And you may be feeling like you can invest money into a home or into your family or into your life. Like you're really excited about an opportunity coming in. So, or maybe reconnecting with a family member or a loved one. So I do see here that you're healing. You're healing like doubts within yourself, or feelings of, I feel like you're finding success within the home or within work, and it's really exciting, and you're getting recognized for it as well. Okay. Anything Sagittarius needs to know? Surrender, let go to an outcome. Key is the freedom. Release attachment and just trust your process. Surrender control today and trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. What I said. You just need to open your hands up, okay? And you need to stay persistent and open your hands up, okay, for what is coming in for you, because you reached the mountain. You've already gone through the struggle or the hardship, okay? So success comes from consistent effort. Keep going even when the path is unclear, Sagittarius. Stay committed to your vision and overcome any obstacle with steady progress. That's why the Strength card is there. Trust and receive, and keep a willingness to stay open. Openness is when you release resistance and allow all possibilities to unfold. Let go of rigid expectations and embrace whatever comes your way with an open heart. Okay. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, a Aries, a Leo, strong fire energy, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. Okay. Let's see what is next here. Capricorn energy. Sorry, I had a thought in my head. Capricorn. Your turn. All right, so what is coming in for Capricorn? You're taking rest. You're needing rest. You're tired. You need to relax. There's a new beginning or a financial opportunity coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a new opportunity within a job, or maybe just an increase in your money or money coming in. But there could be something all of a sudden happening, okay, as well, like something you didn't plan. And there's a cause and effect for why something, like you get something new, but it's also asking you to release something else. So, right, it's like you may get a new job, but you have to release the past job. Or, you know, there has to be some transparency needed here about what's really going on. You know, you need to give up control. There also could be some issues with reckless spending and maybe feeling financially insecure at this time due to just missing the mark, or forgetting to do something or pay something and needing to leave something behind. So you need to explore or find there's an eye opener, finding you might be moving. You might be needing to find a new place to live or a new job, and needing to figure out, like, where do I go now? So you're inspired to find a new way. This is what this week, finding a new way of doing things and needing to take time out for yourself to figure out, how am I going to do this? Because I'm not going back to what I used to do. So it's like you need to take accountability maybe for your financial situation here, or looking at fresh ideas to make more money, you know, something about that. Okay, so what is coming in? Be patient, okay? Stay calm if you can. There could have been like a lie or some dishonesty, where someone said they would help you, but they weren't helping you. And they put you in a really bad position, and you could have some fear or anxiety around the deception. Oh no. But it's saying here, stay with the Page of Wands. There's something new coming in as well. So, like, yes, there could be something that shakes you up, that you find, okay, like, that leaves you feeling like you were deceived in some way, or there was a lie, and it could bring up a lot of fears and doubts. But I'm hearing, like, there's also a new opportunity or a new way to look at things as well. But you just have to give up whatever has happened, like release it fast to think of something new, because you need to shift. You got to shift fast too. You got to control yourself, because like staying in what was or what happened, or that sudden thing, like where the rug got pulled out from you, you know, you can't expect for those things to happen, or you can't anticipate for those things to happen. So you just got to stay open to it. There's still an opportunity coming for you despite whatever happened there. So what do they need to know? Because there's something new coming in. What is this new? Okay. Yeah, another page, 3 pages. There's a new opportunity coming in, possibly work. You just got to stay goal-oriented, Capricorn, and stay faithful to your ambitious, like, whatever you want to do. Like, you just have to stay open to some new opportunities coming in, because there's actually a lot of success in a new opportunity coming for you that will bring even more money, and it brings a whole new beginning for you. You could be moving here, like, you know, you get a job, Capricorn, so it allows you to move somewhere else. Or I'm getting everyone's getting unexpected changes, or there's a desire to start something new and to move freely and not be limiting yourself to a specific environment or situation. And so with the Sun card, this could bring a lot of financial happiness if you decide to make this decision. It could bring a lot of financial stability for you. So, and you could find a lot of happiness if you continue focusing on your money. Yeah. You might be with coworkers, like a coworker could give you a new opportunity to make money. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this, whatever this brings, it brings like family reunions or a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional stability. So you could be finding, yeah, the change is much better for you. So you need to take the opportunities. Let go of whoever lied or deceit, like create some deceit, like let it go. You could be meeting somebody at a first encounter, love at first sight. You could be meeting somebody new. Take the chance. Yeah, Page of Cups. There is love here, hope. Yeah, I feel like you might meet somebody new here and they are exactly what you'd hope them to be. And it's a desire you've been wanting and you get it. Yeah, stay optimistic. You two are like talking all the time. And there's a lot of support from this person. Like this person's really supportive and someone you could see a life with or a home with. So I feel like you should stay. I don't know, you guys might be talking all the time or communicating all the time. It just feels like this is what you were wishing for or desiring from someone. So that also could be coming in, somebody new here. All right, overall outcome for Capricorn. There may be a couple choices you have in love and you may be trying to find your purpose and who to choose or what to choose, but this is, you just need to stay motivated. But I feel like you're exhausted and you're overwhelmed in making decisions. It's like, I don't want to make a decision right now. But I think you'll be able, with the King of Cups here, you'll be able to trust, and you'll have an inner knowing of where to move. You just got to trust yourself, really. It's all about trusting yourself. There's an inner voice, and you have to listen to your inner voice. Don't look at the outside world. Look at the inside, okay? Don't get stuck in wishful thinking. So that's what I see here. Let's get some more cards here for Capricorn. Resonance. You attract what you vibrate. Your energy is aligning with your desires. Elevate your vibration and engage in a higher frequency activity like joy, love, and gratitude. Surrender. Letting go is the key to freedom. Release attachment and trust the process. Surrender control today. Trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. Yeah, I'm hearing it shouldn't be this hard. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Pisces, a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Libra, Aries. Okay. All right, moving on to you're welcome, Dana. Take a breath because I feel like you guys may get like take a breath, Capricorn. Okay. Let's see what is happening for Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. I see Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Venus. All right, Aquarius is Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Venus. Oh, wow, we have a lot of those in the chat. Aquarius Sun. All right. Oh, it's Dan. I'm sorry, Dan. My bad. All right, so let's see what is happening for Aquarius. What's your current energy, Aquarius? Okay, you may be feeling disappointed when it comes to relationships here, Aquarius, just feeling a little bit exhausted by them and feeling disappointed. But it's saying here with the Temperance card, be patient and stay calm at this time. And just because some situations turn out to be disappointing, you're open. You can find a solution. There's always a solution. And so also with the Ten of Pentacles being here, there could be some patience needed within family, within money, and building your strong foundation. Okay. You could be energetically just really tired as well. Ace of Cups, there could be some new love, or there could be an emotional awakening coming that can provide a lot of security just due to your own personal growth. And you could be moving out of grief or sorrow and moving into new love, okay? It seems here like whatever failures have happened or collapses in relationships, those were previous deep wounds, and it's time for something new in your life. Jennifer, did you watch the Leo video? Because it was very similar to the question you're asking. You should watch it. You might get your answer reading that video back. Okay. So let's see here. So I see emotional openings, new love, new feelings, just feeling like things are changing for you, and that you're feeling an internal security within yourself, and that even if you're still tiltering or teeter-tottering on previous sorrows, that's not actually where you are. So be mindful of that. You're collapsing on a previous scenario that you're replaying. That failed. That's not where you are, though. That's previous. Yeah, like a seesaw. Okay, so what's coming in for Aquarius here? Justice is here with the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is saying that there is transparency and there is accountability here. There will be transparency and there will be accountability and compromise to any solutions. You will start to see a reconciliation possibly that really helps you move on from any past resentments you had, okay? Again, we see a Five of Wands in reversed, so resolving a dispute, peace, and there are solutions here and cooperation. So why do you feel trapped or restricted here? You're still tied to something. You feel restricted. Restricted by what? What are you still stuck in? You're stuck on something. What is this stuck energy? Because I'm seeing a compromise, or but then I'm seeing your energy coming off still feeling stuck. Okay, so someone may be apologizing to you, but you don't know what to do about it. Oh. Okay, so there's something coming in for you, Aquarius, like a divine intervention where someone needs to apologize to you or wants to say they're sorry or give you something like a letter or an offer, and wants to apologize because they feel like it's divinely in, like they ran away from taking responsibility or accountability. Oh yeah, it's destined for a transformation. Yeah. They ran away from something they need to take accountability for. Okay. Or you do. Or you do. It's either you or the person needs to take accountability for something. Okay. So okay. So what do they need to know? Your fear of change. You're blocking change in your life. Accept the apology. Page of Cups. Accept the apology. Accept new opportunities coming in. Accept new love in. Some of you guys are holding back from love. Even though it's here for you, you're like not fully stepping in. But it's saying here with the King of Wands, like maybe you're very protective over yourself, but there's something coming in and it's saying you're needing to step up and take the lead and be more open emotionally because there's a bright future, but you're holding on to past things. It's like you got to relieve it. You got to move past it. It's time to change. It's like you're holding on to something so that, I don't know, like self-sabotage. You have a lack of direction or self-discipline, and it's making you feel powerless, but you're not. Because here with the Three of Swords, you're healing and you're releasing, but you need to accept that that's just a part of your healing process. Some of you guys are thinking about something or someone, and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to change, blah, blah. No, that's a part of the transformation. You're not going backwards because you have a moment. You're going backwards to remember who the fuck you are and where the fuck you're going. Okay. So it's not that. And it's your own mentality here and your need to control and block good things in your life. Sometimes we really do sabotage good things in our life. And so stay open, stay fresh to the opportunities presented to you. Okay. Good things are coming towards you. Say good things are happening for me. Good things are in my, like some of you guys need to stay in gratitude attitude. Like you need to start recognizing what you already have because you already have things good going well for you that you're just missing. Yeah, you're close to success here, but you're defensive while it's like I'm such a soldier. I've been fighting for so long. I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to just be or just, yeah, it's like you're just such a fighter. Like you have such a warrior like energy to you right now where you're fighting for what you think is right and you're testing your faith a little bit here, but you're standing your ground and persevering. Yeah, you're persevering despite the challenges. There may be a challenge and, you may have to persevere through the challenge. What do you need to know? What do you need to know here, Aquarius? Yeah, Empress, you are sensing a new life and you are determined to change your life. You are aware of that. Thank you for the 13K. Thank you. You are so persistent on changing your life. But there's also a nurturing needed. Like it's too hard. Okay. With that Page of Cups being here, there needs to be heartfelt communication towards others. There needs to be a little bit more of a receptiveness to the new opportunities being presented. It's like you're stepping into new opportunities, but you're tipping your toe in and you're just like fidgeting, or you're not fully stepping in. You're like, is it safe now? Is it clear? Has the fog lifted out of my life? Am I really ready? I think you're just sensitive and you have a cautious heart, but I think you just need to believe that and create the world that you were meant to create. But it first starts with you stepping in. You got to take the step. You're too afraid to step in. You're going to repeat traumas if you don't. You're going to repeat previous outcomes, and that's not where you're going. So what's the outcome here? Yeah, you know it too. Okay, yeah, you're aware. You're aware because you feel very vulnerable and very emotional possibly at this time, because you don't want to stay in where you were. Like, I don't want to stay in this. I feel like it was almost like, it felt like a prison internally, like a prison internally or transformationally. You weren't changing and you felt like it was an imprisonment around you, like just a bad stormy cloud that had a prison over it. And you're like, oh my God, when is the fog lifting? But here it's like there's an insecurity or a self-doubt or a disbelief that, but then you're the high priestess, but then you spiritually know, and you know that inwardly you're talking to yourself like this. You're like beating yourself up or something. Yes, Marmar? Okay. So you inwardly know that you are self-sabotaging yourself here, but you also, I just can taste that I'm right around the corner of change and that things are working out for me. And it's like, no, things are working out for you right now. All right, because you're like anticipating that you are on the verge of change and moving, and you're just so close you can touch it that you're so afraid. I'm so close to having something that I really want for myself. And you're just so passionate about it that you're deceiving yourself and creating so much more. You're making it so much harder for yourself with the Ten of Wands. You're like losing your concentration. You're almost putting too much effort into seeing that vision up for yourself, that you're feeling burdened and stressed when it's actually supposed to be exciting and fun. And you're supposed to be excited that you're finally moving and that things are changing. You're disappointed and worried that it's not real. Like, what? Look at what you're doing. You have the energy to change that. Risk. Great rewards require stepping into the unknown. Playing it safe won't lead to growth, Aquarius. Take a calculated risk today and leap towards your dreams with confidence. Wholeness. True fulfillment comes when you embrace all parts of yourself. You are already complete. Recognize and honor both your light and your dark. They make you whole. Attachment to the past may be restricting your growth. Allow yourself to move on. I think some of you guys just need to keep talking to yourself. I allow myself to move on. I allow myself to move on. I am safe to move in the right direction. I allow myself to move on. I allow myself to move on. Like, as many times as it takes. I leap towards my dreams with confidence. I leap towards my dreams with confidence. I allow myself to move on. I leap towards my dreams with confidence. Whatever it takes. Step in. Even if you don't know, step in. Okay? So that's what I see here. It's really good. It really is all good. It's all okay, Aquarius. Could be dealing with Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Leo again, Cancer. Jaw dropped after listening to Leo. Spot on. I need to let go, but have not committed to talking about it. Aw. You will. You will talk about it. Capricorn. You can do it, Leo. Sagittarius. Libra. That's what I see here. Hi, Ellie. I don't do personals. I only do personals for members on YT. Thank you. Thank you, Dira. I hope I said that. Or Diria. I hope I said that right. Yeah, I feel like such like anxiety for you, Aquarius, but I just feel that you just need to really feel again the safety to move forward. I allow myself to move on. I allow, whenever you start to get a previous feeling or an unwanted feeling that you previously had, I'm allowed to move on. I allow myself to move on. And maybe you just like tap it. Like I told you, EFT tapping the other day. Like I allow myself to move on. Even though I may have doubts or fears about moving forward, I honor those parts of myself that replay challenging previous situations that make me feel like there won't be change. I also know that I've been feeling changes within myself. Therefore, even though I honor those parts of myself that may be doubting or fearing the worst, or maybe feeling like I'm not going to move or change, I know regardless of the outcome, there is change. So I obviously want to believe in the highest possible good outcomes, or I want to believe in the best positive outcome for me. Right? And so like you just tap it out. And you just say again, I allow myself to move on. I allow myself to move on. I allow myself to move on. I'm moving forward. I can take risks and know that I'm safe within myself to stay safe. Right? Like things like that, like moving out of the energy. You just you start here, and then you start to work on the points around your face, and then here and the top of your head. Anyway, you can look up EFT tapping if you want to get into it, but that's a really great way if you're dealing with imposter syndrome, if you're dealing with negative thoughts and you're just going in circles. Like look up a topic like self-love or moving on or whatever you need, feeling enough, right? Whatever you want, I promise you there's an EFT tapping video. I just feel like it is so healthy for people who are overthinkers. So you are capable of change, So moving on to Pisces. And Aquarius is like, you guys are probably like some of the first to feel it because Pluto's in your sign. You have eclipses in your sign, Aquarius. So there are going to be transformations for you, but you have to feel safe enough to take the steps. And if you don't, then maybe you need to really realign to something that feels safer for you. Okay. But I promise you, there is change. There will be change. Okay. Pisces. Pisces. What is coming in for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I've never understood being angry with God. Like, that's never happened to me. I don't know. I don't really blame things on an outside force. Unless, they caused harm to me. Yes. But like, I've just never done that. I can't really resonate with that one. But I hear you and I can understand, things that are out of our control that don't happen to us. We don't understand why they happen to us. And so I'm sure like that's kind of where you're at, where it's like, why did that have to happen to me? But I ultimately, it's not every situation in life, I think. I don't think anyone deserves like bad things to happen to them, you know? I just think that I never believe like bad things deserve to happen to people. And so I think, you know, we can get very frustrated by God, or, you know, and, you know, sometimes there's no reason or right answer for why things happen. So I'm not one to go into the works of that. I'm just saying I personally have never blamed like God for things, I guess. I just have been like, why am like, I get more frustrated that like the situation happened, or why I'm stuck emotionally, mentally, you know, something like that. Yeah, I could see that, Cryzona. Yeah. That's so difficult. I'm sorry, Cryzona, for that. Okay, I'm just honoring the feelings and the energy, and I'm not judging it. I'm just saying, a lot of times, like when I am upset, I actually sometimes I do the opposite of that, and I just say like, I learned it from a Florence Shin verse where she said like, I cast my burdens, my fears, my angers to God, and I go free. So more like I want it to release me. Like I want the fear, I want the anger, I want the anger gone, I want the fear gone, I want the anxiety gone, I want the worry gone, and I give it to God and I go free. Oh, I'm so happy for you. You got your Oh, congratulations, Cryzona. I'm so happy to hear that. It's a blessing. And you know, like what's interesting, like, okay, did you guys like ever I'm not big into the Bible, but I've read the Bible a couple times, or certain stories, but like, okay. Like, remember the one story where I forgot. I'm not good with names in the Bible, so you guys will remember. But one man, he decides to do a bunch of work for a farmer who had two daughters, right? So he did all this work, and he gave him the oldest daughter, but he didn't want the oldest daughter. So then he kept working, and then he got the second daughter, and he got 2 wives. And then what happened? The only one who could conceive was the wife he did not want. And which wife couldn't conceive? The one he wanted, right? Which is really, really interesting. And then eventually, like, she did end up getting that baby. But like, I think like there's sometimes like stories that still transcend through time. And again, there could have been a question where he was like, why, God, why? But it eventually worked out, and they did end up having that baby. So, right, like adoption, there's so many places where you can adopt and have a child regardless of whether they come from you or not. So, yeah, there's many different ways of you being able to still conceive a dream, maybe just not in the way you planned for. Okay. But I'm glad you had a baby. I see that you had a baby, so I'm very happy for you. But yeah, like these stories about like questioning God or questioning life or why things happen have been around for the history of time. And I think like, you know, I don't hold a lot of literal meaning personally to certain things. And that's just my preference. I don't want to be judged for my preferences, but I do think there's a strong resonance of why do we, you know, that there's always been questioning into why things happen to us. But I think that's one of the best stories of, you know, the Bible or any biblical text or any, you know, text, whether it's the Torah or the Quran or the Bible or even manifestation books, is that there's always a purpose or way to look at things, but it's always about having faith. So, and staying there. But it's really hard when we're in places not able to accept that, when we're like in places of anger or frustration or deep sadness due to death or deception or hurt. Of course, it's hard to get there. Oh, Jacob. See, Debbie does Bible study, so Debbie would know which person it is. But yeah, I do remember like reading that story and being like, this is a perfect way of like seeing things, and how like we can consistently question why. Anyway, yeah, it's like I don't remember names, but all right, so let's see what's happening for Pisces. I gotta redo Pisces timestamp. I'm sorry, Pisces. I'm so bad with names. Me too. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, he wanted Rachel but had to marry Leah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, but you know the thing that I don't get is he didn't have to sleep with Leah. He just had to marry Leah. So, he didn't have to do that. He wanted to. Just saying. I had to. No, you didn't. You wanted to, sir. Don't lie. Or he wouldn't have kept going. Like, how many kids did they have? Like 7, 9? Just saying. He had like a lot of sons from her, and then that's how Joseph came from Rachel, right? Joseph came from Rachel, and that's how you have Joseph. Because I remember watching Joseph and the Dreamcoat as a kid. So that's how I know Joseph. That's how I remember Joseph. And Joseph's story is actually really good. I love that story. He had it rough. Yeah. Anyway. No, like I actually like reading those parts of the Bible. Like I've read that multiple times over. I don't know. That story was like a lot of like that. There was a lot of drama, a lot of tea. I was like, oh, I'm here for these stories. What's happening? Oh, he's choosing Rachel over like Leah, but why is he going back to Leah then? Then why is he having like 9 babies with Leah? Okay, sir. Leah may not be that bad then. So it's like, and then poor Joseph gets outcasted in a ditch. Oh, that's nice. And then his brothers pretend he's dead. Oh, what? Like, there's so much drama. Who doesn't like reading? Like, I'm just like, there's so much tea. Maybe I should, like, that's how I should deliver Bible messages. Oh, well, I believe he had to do work for 7 years before he could marry her. So I guess he had to have sex. No, because before they were around, wasn't he just like wandering in the desert? He didn't have any women around him. So before that, he never even had sex. So he didn't have to. He never had it. So what would he know the difference? He wanted to. It's not he had to. He wanted to. And again, long time too. I'm just saying, I think he wanted to. Yes, but if he really loved Leah, he wouldn't have had sex with her. But he wasn't thinking about that. But anyway, he worked for her for another 7 years, right? Wait, did he have to work another? Okay, question. Did he have to work another 7 years for Leah? Like, I didn't know the years that it took. I thought it took like a couple months. Like, you have to work 7 years. Like, there's nothing up. So women, when you're like, hey, why is he not calling me? Just remember, a man worked 7 years to get with his wife. Okay. 7 years. Anyway, my point. I'm just joking, guys. This is all like just me being funny. Don't take me serious, please. Okay, sorry. Back to it, Pisces. We're going to change your timestamp again. And this is the last time because I'm tired of writing it. All right, Pisces. Let's see what is happening for you this week. Oh, sorry. Wow. So it really took him 14 years. And then again, so if you ever wonder why a man's not like, he don't want you. Okay. He waited 14 years to get Rachel. 14 years. That man was like, probably, how old was he when he finally got, do you know how old he would have been by the time he finally got Leah? Okay, Pisces. What's the current energy for you this week? Feeling very stubborn, okay. Maybe losing sight of why what is this all for? Feeling like it's really I feel like you want to be more independent than you want to do then you want to work in a team or collaborate with others, or you don't feel like others are collaborating with you, and you're like trying to find a sense of stability with others, but feeling like it's lacking the effort put to make things work. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not even putting effort in. So you might be annoyed. He was 84. I'm surprised that, like, wait. 84. I'm not saying anything. Just take that in. 84. What? Yes, Crazona. I'm also live on YouTube. I think you're getting really bored or feeling like you're missing opportunities and feeling a little bit disconnected from others at this time, and getting bored with, the lack of effort of really trying to spend time together or put an effort. And you just feel like it's time for things to change. Like, I'm kind of tired of the energy I've been in. Maybe you've been going through a little bit of a depression or a little bit of a rut, and you're tired of dealing with it, and you just need things to change in your life. And so you're ending like, you're tired of you're exhausted. You're emotionally exhausted. You're mentally exhausted of trying to make things work. Okay, so that's your current energy. Let's see what's coming in. Yeah, Debbie's on YouTube. But they lived for 900 years. So what allowed them to live 900 years? I would like to live 900 years. Maybe. So pretty much 84 was like a newborn baby. What? He was young. He was fresh, okay? He still had all his hair at 84. I mean, what do you look like at 900? What do you look like at 9? Like, what does even 900 look like? I have so many questions. Like, can you walk after 100? Actually, they did walk a lot, so. You think our food is what kills us? Probably because they didn't have crap for food. Well, they had farms. I mean, he worked on a farm. It can't be the food situation. They were fine. They ate lambs. They ate baba. They were good. Sorry. Maybe I need to know why they lived that long and why we don't. I mean, come on, we're entering 2030. We should be able to make it past 100. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, here with the Strength card, there could be an energy that you want to focus on new feelings, okay? Emotionally awakening yourself up to more joy in your life. Like, I'm not okay staying in the stagnancy I am and dealing with the same relationship problems or the disappointments and going through the same shit. Like I want things to change. Like I think you're really tired of maybe dealing with the same thing, and you are decisively moving towards maybe your own personal growth and trying to find new ways to enjoy your life. So I don't really like eating sheep or lamb. Like it makes me feel bad. So yeah, but I'm saying like this is 2030. We could find new ways to like, I don't know, live on is my point. I did have someone ask me, be like, ask me like the weirdest question, like if they could clone me. And I was like, no, I don't want to be cloned. And he was like, but you'd live forever. And I'm like, no, it wouldn't be me. It would be a version of me. Like, it wouldn't be me. So yeah, you're excited here, Pisces. Something new's coming in. There's progress happening. You're putting a lot of passion and into feeling better feelings. And so there's a breakthrough coming for you where you're feeling a little bit fearless. Okay. But be careful of trying to control here or dominate your willpower onto people, because with the Emperor here in reverse and the Four of Pentacles here, this is blocking change and out of hoarding or feeling like you need to control or control things to an excessive extent that you're not allowing new things to come into your life. So you're blocking some change in some way, but there are new opportunities if you want them, but you might be saying no to them. Okay, so let's see here what you need to know. Ace of Swords. There's some clarity. There's some good decision making here. And you feel like before you move on to the next thing, you're feeling a little bit paralyzed by fear and antisocial at this time. And I just feel like you're being honest about that. And with the Justice card, it's like I'm being transparent because I need to take accountability for the ways that I've isolated myself or secluded myself from the opportunities in my life. And so there's a balancing act. It's like, I know I want something new, but I also need to accept that I'm a part of the reason why there isn't things happening for me. Okay. So how much water? Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, but I feel like our bodies, because like some of us have been born with the chemicals, like don't our bodies just adapt over time to certain things? Or am I just being too optimistic about that? Okay. So let's see the outcome. So that's what you need to know, that take your time. If you don't feel social, don't put yourself in a state of pushing yourself to the point you're not comfortable yet, Pisces. But I do see you here wanting to be transparent with people about where you stand. And I think you will be finding solutions and cooperating with others. So don't worry. You're going to be making some new opportunities happen, but it's not like life-changing. These are just new habits you're putting in place, possibly. Okay, so let's see the outcome here. Okay, so you're searching for a reason of why there's so much tension within a group of people and feeling like you need to step in and you are determined to make some change because there's too many people and there's a lack of cooperation, and you're being, maybe you're being overly optimistic here with the Seven of Cups. Like you're trying to be like kind of like in an optimistic energy and be like, it'll all work out. like wishful thinking here, right? But it's actually causing a lot of tension and a lot of arguments going back and forth, and you are very forceful. So I feel like you're going to be a little bit domineering this week, actually. So let's see here what let me give you some advice here. Oh, the flood of no. Okay. Until you plead. Okay, so that's probably about over 60 ounces. I would say maybe like 80 ounces of water. You'd get clear. Mental resistance may be keeping you stuck, Pisces. Challenge your assumptions and rethink your approach. Your approach is maybe a little too assertive here, to the point where people don't want to work together. Wisdom. The answers you seek are already within you. Look inward for guidance and clarity. Spend time in stillness or seek counsel from a mentor or uncover a deeper truth. Okay. So does that mean like we're just going to keep dying off sooner and sooner? Okay, so I do see you with the King of Swords upright. I like that. It means you are going to be honest and truthful, and that's going to help you block any fear or delusions or anxiety. Like, you just have to be really honest about where you stand and take like responsibility for why you're doing something. Because you may be creating some illusions in the way that you move, which causes people to be just confused. I feel like there's confusion all around. So there may be a need to find more direction or move forward with a new opportunity and stop trying with what you've been trying because it's not getting you anywhere. But I feel like you need to take a chance or something. You need to get clear. You need to be honest, and you need to take a chance. You need to speak up. Okay. Yeah, you need to speak up, but not in a domineering way, but just like speak up about maybe what you're afraid of or what you're worried about and what you would like to see moving forward. Okay, well, I did this, so I think that's like the same amount. Could be dealing with a Gemini, an Aries, a Virgo, a Libra, a Sagittarius, a Leo, and a Pisces. What did they feed you? I'm curious to know. All right, guys, so that is what I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed these readings. I will be coming back. I don't know when. I really don't. It just depends on my energy and if I have it or if I don't. And that's just how it's going to work for us for now. Thanks, Debbie. The Libra and Aqua one resonates a lot for you, Marmar. And you're a Libra moon or rising? I know you're Aquarius sun. I just like drinking water also for the skin. Like, I feel like it clears up your skin so much. And like, Also, like, if you, like, I sometimes get anxiety. I feel like when I drink more water, like, I'm more clear-minded as well. I just feel like water's the key to life, man. Lots of good things about drinking water. Only, like, soda I really like. It depends. It's more of, like, where I'm at that I like to drink the soda. So, like, if I'm at the movie theaters, I do like drinking a soda. But, like, I don't sometimes when I eat Peruvian food, I really like a brisk. I love a good brisk sometimes. But that's about it. I'm not big into sodas. I used to be when I was younger. Like, I didn't even like water. But yeah, I love water now. I mean, for the last, like, since my 20s I've been, but when I was a teenager and stuff, I never drank water. I hear you, Marmar. That's why you gotta probably move out of the environment. But you know that you've been needing to move out of the environment. So all right, guys, I gotta go eat something. I'm kind of hungry right now, so I'm gonna go eat, and I hope to see you soon. I think I am. If you guys want some type of reading, let me know. But I was thinking about doing, like, why they won't commit kind of energy. Like, why won't they commit to you? If you guys are, like, in a situationship, if you're maybe dating someone and you're not sure where they stand, or maybe you're thinking of someone, it could resonate. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, I will see you soon. You're in Peru for military? You're welcome. Oh, I hope it turns out well for you, Marmar. All the blessings. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Good night. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype it. That does help me. So I appreciate you guys. Bye.